Hello students, today we are going to discuss on the next phylum of the kingdom Animalia, Coelenterata. Students, coelentrates are also called cnidarians and that's why Coelenterata or cnidaria belongs to the same phylum. Now students, first of all we have to abbreviate the phylum Coelenterata or cnidaria and how these terms get originated. Students, the Greek word coelon means the body cavity. What, student? The body or gut, you can say it body or gut, and enteron, that means the cavity. It means the coelentron means coelon, that means body, and enteron means cavity. Thus, the phylum Coelenterata includes the animals that first possess the body cavity. Students, the body cavity of coelentrates are hollow cylindrical and of incomplete type. It means only one opening is present in their body cavity, that is called mouth, that lies on the oral disc. Now students, what is the term cnidarian means? The term is also taken from the Greek word cnidos, that means stinging cells, or you can say that stinging organs. These stinging organs consist of cnidoblast or cnidocyst cells. Students, the stinging organs behaves for the important function of locomotion, as well as these are responsible for capturing the food, because with the help of sting they capture their prey by hunting them. That's why the members also known to be cnidarians. Now students, we are going to discuss the general characteristics of cnidarians. If we are going to discuss the general characteristics of cnidarians, then the cnidarians are aquatic, mostly found in marine water and some found in freshwater bodies. Mostly marine, and some of the species found in freshwater bodies. Students, these are the members having low level of tissue organization. Low level of tissue organization. The members are diploblastic. It means their body is covered in side two membranes. The outer is epidermis. And the inner layer is the gastrodermis. Is gastrodermis. The body cavity is called called cylindron. Cylindron is the body cavity, and the members possess two types of stages. The first one is the medusa in Aurelia, like jellyfish. Aurelia, the common name is jellyfish. And polyp. The tubular cylindrical like structure that is common in Adamsia, that is called sea anemone. Its general or common name is sea anemone. Thus, students, the members body, the medusa is somewhat umbrella-like. The body structure is umbrella-like, and the polyp is somewhat cylindrical-like organism having only one opening. It means mouth. Now, students, the coelentrates are well known for radically body symmetry or regular body symmetry. Their bodies are radially symmetry, and the mouth lies on oral disc. Oral disc. The oral disc is covered by or surrounded by tentacles. The tentacles are consist of cnidoblast cells, These cells are well known for the stinging, and they help in the important process of locomotion as well as in capturing food. Some of the members possess a skeleton system that is consist of calcium carbonate, and such members are called coral coelentrates because they are merely found in the seashore as the coral reef. These corals are used for the decoration as well as ornamental purposes. Now students, if we are going to talking about the kinds of reproduction, then cnidarians perform mainly two types of reproduction. The first one is by budding through asexual means, and sexually by gametes. Gametogenesis or fusion of gametes, that is called the sexual mode of reproduction. If we are going to take the examples of some of the members, then Physalia, the Portuguese man of war. This is called the Portuguese man of war because it's just like the submarine ships that are used in the war through the sea routes. And another is the Aurelia, the umbrella-like structure that is commonly known as jellyfish. Aurelius jellyfish, Adamsia, sea anemone, Hydra, etc. are the most important members of the phylum Coelenterata. Now students, we are going to describe the diagrammatic representation of some of the members belonging to the phylum Coelenterata. First, I here take the structure of Physalia. This is the crest, solid calcium carbonated skeleton of the Physalia. It floats upon the surface of the water with the help of this nematophore. This is the crest, calcium carbonated, and this umbrella, somewhat umbrella-like structure or pyramidal structure, that is called the nematophore. Nematophore. Now here, many marginal tentacles and the gastrozoid glands are lines that not only helps in the process of floating but also helps in capturing some of the small zooplanktons. These are the gastrozoids. Many of the tentacles become enlarged in structure. Some of the gastrozoids bears the spiral tentacles, that is called dactylozoids. These are the dactylozoids. And these are the marginal tentacles. Marginal tentacles. Now here I am going to draw the structure of Aurelius jellyfish. Its body structure is the umbrella shape, and this upper surface is X umbrella shape. It is somewhat gelatinous, and these both structures are the medusa structure of the larval stage. These are the gonads. Their gonads are horseshoe shaped, and radial canals arises from their gonads. These are the radial canals that helps in the passage of the water and minerals through the X umbrella surface. And these minute structures are marginal tentacles. these are the pair of central arm that are known for the process of locomotion, as well as they are responsible for capturing the food. Oral arms, the marginal tentacles, gonads, the radial canal, thus students, this is the structure of the Aurelia, that is jellyfish, and this is the Physalia. The uppermost exumbral surface, exumbral structure is present in the both of the membrane, but it is somewhat look like pyramidal. That's why it floats like to the submarine ships of the water. That's why this is also called the Portuguese man of war, because the first of all the warship, submarine warship, was used by the Portuguese. That's why the Physalia is also regarded by the resemblance of the structure of the submarine ship, and hence called the Portuguese man of war. This is the outermost protective covering of the exoskeleton. This is consists of calcium carbonate and known as nematopode, and this is the crest that covering a single calcium carbonated cover outside the whole body. These are the gastrozoites that helps in the process of digestion, and these are the tentacles, the dactylozoids. These tentacles helps in the capturing small prey to obtain their nutrition. Now students, this is the Physalia, that is the jellyfish. It is gelatinous in structure, and this is their oral arm through which it helps in the floating in the water, as well as also helps in capturing the food. These are the minute marginal tentacles that are responsible for floating on the surface of the water. The radial canals associated with the gonads that help in the passing the gametes, as well as the water substances through the exumbral surfaces. And students, one of the also important member of this phylum is Hydra. The Hydra is also belonging to the phylum Coelenterata. Here I am give a just a sketch of a Hydra. This is the body of the Hydra. Mouth, oral disc, this is the whole plast that is attached on a substratum, and these are the tentacles, consist of cnidoblast cells. Thus students, the phylum Coelenterata Cnidaria is fully explained, and I hope you all of you study this topic very well. Thanks students for joining today's lecture.